Hello everyone, I'm here today to just show you a little bit of what I've created by just using paper, cardboard, cardstock, and I don't get anything from the dumpster. I just use the cardboard and paper that I already have from buying items in the store, like if you were buying a TV or a camera. You know, those items come in tightly packed boxes that have great treasures inside, not just the items you're buying, but things that you can use later. So I encourage everyone to that is crafty, that is, to just conjure up things that you can do with it, or set it aside and check on it later. These two pieces, basically, I really enjoyed making. These came from two pieces of cardboard, just this, so you could see like indentations inside, so that just lets you know there's two layers there, might be three. And I cut two pieces of that out because I wanted it to be sturdy enough, thick enough to use for what I was doing. And I cut out the size I wanted, the circle I wanted, and then glued the pieces together, two pieces together, kind of formed it as the glue was drying inside. And this particular piece I made a well inside, and there's a gentleman on YouTube, his site name is Realistic Art, and he does some great things with watercolor paper. That's what really got me started with using paper in another form besides paper beads. Wonderful thing for paper beads, but this particular way I really love because it's working with larger items. A piece has a well inside, and it allows me to hang a finding inside, or glue a finding inside, or a bail to hang my rope or cord with. So how I made this this well, you use a piece of the cardboard that you're using. You have two pieces. So one piece you're going to make a slit, not all the way through, but just a slit as long as you want the bail or finding to go. And then, so you have that indentation. And so when you glue the two pieces together, as you're gluing and pressing the pieces together, you're going to put a toothpick inside. That's what I did. I put a toothpick inside so that the glue wouldn't close up the well. And so I moved the toothpick around so it wouldn't permanently get stuck in there. And so then I started molding the cardboard around as the glue dried, and then I set it aside and let it dry. This particular piece, I also did the same thing. The only difference is I made a hole with a hole punch so that I could just loop a cord through it and then, you know, use it as a necklace. So I did that, let it dry. So these two pieces are almost identical except for the design that I have on the outside. The shape is the same. I used the same brown acrylic paint, white acrylic paint for my design, and then I put clear gloss varnish on each one. I varnished each side separately, let them dry, and I have now medallions ready to hang. Okay, so these I set aside. These three pieces, or six pieces because they're earrings, they basically came from cardstock that I had a box that had some frozen foods, and I put two pieces together, same process. I put two pieces together, glued them together, let them dry, kind of molded them into the shape that I wanted, and then I went back and I sandpapered the edges so that I would have a little bit more smoother edges, because as you cut the paper you still get some rough spots that you want to smooth down. And as you're smoothing it, you smooth part of the top and the back, and you have them ready to paint. And then I went back over these and just smoothed out the edges a little bit more, so that's why I have white edges as opposed to the whole piece being the same color. I like that, so I said, okay, I'll keep them like this. And basically I went back over with clear varnish to gloss them up. I'm going to do another layer of gloss a little later on. The same thing with these two pieces. I used the same paper, and it reminds me of lightweight wood, and it sounds kind of like wood too, because it's hardened. It is still durable. It won't crack. The paint is not cracking. It's not going to tear because the glue has solidified the material. So you have wearable art here. This particular pair, I used one piece of paper, basically. I did not put two pieces together in glue. So they're a little bit more flexible. It feels kind of like leather to me, because the back has this texture that reminds me of a cowhide. So what I did was I painted with turquoise, and I have a little contrast around it. The contrast on the sides matches the back. I'll go over these with clear gloss varnish to finish them off, and they'll be ready to wear. These two pairs of earrings here that will be earrings, these two pair are made from toilet paper rolls. I find that it's interesting. Toilet paper rolls have a very, very versatile way of working as far as the forming of the paper, the painting of the paper, even when you go back and use varnish, it cracks the paper a little bit, or maybe the surface of the varnish cracks a little bit. It gives really a rustic look. The first step, after cutting my shape, I primed both sides with just school glue to make sure that first I primed the paper with school glue, because if you see the diagonal areas where the paper can kind of come up and like peel off, I didn't want that to happen. So I put the school glue, I put 2 layers, then I went back over it with the paint, let that dry, kept one side natural, just the regular color that the paper roll is, and then I put the clear gloss varnish on. This particular pair, the same thing. I primed it with school glue, then let it dry, put the paint on. This particular piece has not allowed the paint to be totally even, and I like that because it makes it look kind of like a wood design or a wood grain, and it actually looks like very lightweight wood. And these are very different. I think I'm going to definitely wear them both and let people guess what they are in terms of the material that I used. So you have so many different choices, so many different options that you can do. My options right now are working with paper for jewelry. I don't know what I will do later, but right now in this moment I am doing what I love to do. This is my passion, and I know it's my purpose. So I encourage everyone out there that is working on their passion, you are working on your purpose as well. So as always, take care.